Looking at this game for us, just rubbed it off. I thought, when Tennessee, played a great game, had a great game plan, but I thought, when our guys, rebounded early, fought back early, especially offensively. I thought defensively, man, we just missed opportunities. A lot of missed tackles, too many third downs, where we let those guys out. And for us, again, we were our worst. We were our own worst enemy tonight. I thought, we hadn't done anything any different, just in terms of, game plan and execution. And we looked at these guys. We knew who they were. They weren't any different than what we thought. We just needed to tackle better. We needed to, get off the field on third down and just do a better job overall, just playing the game. It's disappointing. But again, hats off. They've got some talent on that side. I think, when we have some young talent, and we saw the emergence of a young quarterback tonight in Shermer, and I think, Shermer's going to, continue to lead this program exactly where we need to go. Defensively, man, we got to, defensively, offensively, and special teams, man, we have to address some talent deficiencies, within our program. And with that, I think this program is going to continue to get better. But, tonight, again, defensively, rough day at the office, special teams, man, don't like to see it, but it's been an Achilles heel all year in terms of the return game. But some great strides, with our offense. But, man, not enough and good things for us tonight in this ball game for us to win it. So it's going to be a long 9 months, because we got to work and we got to grind, and it starts with recruiting. So we're going to recruit our tails off, man. We're going to make sure that we close the gap as fast as we can. But I do believe that this program's headed in the right direction. So man, we just have to continue to stay the course, teach our young kids, during the off season how to finish. And if we can do that, and we'll make the gains and the strides that we need to make to be the program we want to be.
Derek, with right before the half, you have that sequence where Cam Sutton runs the punt back, and then the interception in the red zone. That just happened in a 4-minute stretch. Mm-hmm. How critical was that sequence? How is the game different if those two things don't happen?
I think it's a different ball game altogether. We're starting to get our footing. I believe that when you go back and you look at those two big moments in that game, they were game changing. In the return, obviously takes the win out of yourself. But then you come back and you have a chance to move it down the field and get points. Even a field goal. And I just whispered to the young QB. I said, listen, always take the points. Understand where we're at. You saw your receiver fall. I know you thought he could make a play, but just take the points. Again, just a young guy growing up, learning how to make good decisions and really take care of the football. So, it's a learning lesson. He'll get better. He's gotten better, throughout his 4 or 5 games as a quarterback. So I know this offseason is going to be a huge learning opportunity for him. So I look forward to this football team getting there and us making sure, man, that we exhaust everything that we can to get better.
Coach, your offense was able to put up some points early in the game. How did that become more difficult as the game went on?
I think the same thing that we've seen all year long. Just getting behind the chains. We had a couple of penalties, and those penalties definitely made the difference for us in terms of getting off schedule. And anytime you get off schedule, put yourself in third and long situations or second and long situations, those become hard to overcome when teams start to pin their ears back.
What happened on the punt return? He got loose the first time, and Tommy got the tackle. What happened on the second one, on the touchdown?
Second time, for us, it got downfield covered. I thought inside, and we had 2 or 3 guys stacked on top of each other, and nobody really leveraged the football. You're supposed to keep the ball, inside and in front, as you're leveraging it. And we had 3 guys on top of one another, and he makes a vertical move. He starts to the right, makes a vertical move, and gets vertical, slides back to his left, and then back to the right. And then before you know it, he was on the kicker. And that's what good returners do. I talk to our returners about it, making sure that you get north and south as fast as you can. You try to make a solid slice or a move to the right or left, and then get back vertical. And that's what he did. So it's 2 years in a row. He's been able to, find his way. But we got to cover better. Got to get more depth. Got to get better guys down the field, and just continue to press press these returners because I believe, man, that you gotta find better guys that can play out in space. So that's on me. I've got to do a better job. We've got to do a better job coaching it, and we will.
A year ago after this game, you made some staff changes. It sounds like what you're saying is you like your staff moving forward. You just recruiting needs to tie up some loose ends. Is that correct?
That's exactly what we're trying to do. Man, we got to look at it from the standpoint of man, we got a depleted roster this year. Man, we've tried to make do with what we have, but man, we went into the season with 93 players. You know, anytime you go into the season with 93 or 94 players, you know, on your roster, and then you lose, you know, 10 of those, it makes you thin. And we've never used any excuses for that. We've always said next man up, and that had very little to do with this game. I believe. I just believe, you know, we didn't play well enough defensively tonight, and again, you know, that's on me. So, and what I'll do is I'll go back, I'll take a look at the film. I don't feel like I've called anything different. I just thought that we needed to tackle and execute a little better, and again, if we can continue to build, you know, on the talent that we have in our program, with adding more talent to our program at the skill positions and even on the lines, I think we'll be a pretty good football team.
I know we're fresh off of your final game, but if you were to take a look at it just right now, how would you classify this season here?
You know what? Some ground gained. You know, I can't let everything in this, you know, everything about the game tonight, you know, jade what things have happened this year. I thought, you know, defensively, I thought guys grew up. I believe Vanderbilt's found a quarterback, you know, in Kyle Shermer. You know, some young guys have had a chance to get experience and grow. And now we understand where we're deficient. We have to address that through recruiting, and that means, you know, man, making a way to make sure that you know, get the talent, you know, in your program that you need to infuse it and compete in this conference. And it's an every week, everyday challenge, you know, for our guys in practice, and then, you know, to take it from a class to the grass on game day and be efficient. I truly believe these kids have done a great job of just growing through the season. It hasn't necessarily shown in the win column all the way, but I mean, there were enough close games this year to where, you know, when I look at it and I can say, you know, we're not that far away. We just need to shore up some things, make sure that we can continue to recruit talent, and we'll be fine.
2 or 3 more questions.
That was the second best game a Vandy running back has ever had against Tennessee that Ralph had.
Mm-hmm.
Is that safe to say moving forward that's as good as you can feel about a running back as a sophomore?
You know, the one thing I'll say about Ralph Webb is that, you know, Ralph Webb has you know, done exactly what we thought he'd do this year. He came, he competed, he played extremely well. He never backed down. He showed up every week, and that's the type of young man I'm looking for. I'm looking for, you know, young men like that who can come in. They're willing to compete. They're going to work to be, you know, limitless in terms of the pursuit of greatness, and you know, in that, I'm just proud of Ralph. I'm proud of Ralph. You know, I'm really proud of, you know, some of these seniors and what they've been able to do in terms of carrying some of these young guys and having to mentor these guys, and you know, their contributions will not be forgotten.
Coach, your team gave up a season high in points. What was different for the defense, which is one of your most consistent sides this season?
You know, I spoke to it earlier. I thought for us, man, we just didn't tackle very well. You know, we didn't tackle very well. We didn't get off blocks. And we leaked a little too much. And, you know, I didn't call anything that I hadn't called before. So, you know, I mean, it wasn't new defense. You know, give Tennessee some credit, and you know, for executing, and really, I mean, it was more on us. I thought we were there, you know, to make plays, and just didn't make plays. So, you know, with that being said, man, you go back, you take a look at it. We didn't finish well tonight. That's not what you want to do. But again, you know, I'm not one to, you know, make excuses about anything. Okay, we own it. We understand what it is, and we'll be better.
3 of your scores came on big plays or were contributed by big plays. Ralph's run, the 2 catches by Caleb. How important are these big plays to your young offense?
You know, it was critical. We talked about it, you know, going into this game. We needed to see some things. I think we saw, you know, the emergence again of a quarterback. You know, some receivers stepped up and made some plays. We've been looking for that production, you know, all year. If we had that consistency and that production earlier in the year, we're looking at a different football team and a different record. But we didn't. So it's nice to get it, you know, tonight. I wish we had something on the other side of the ball to go along with it, including special teams, but we didn't. So again, I'm not going to excuse it, and I'll build for 365 days, and we'll get a chance to come back and play Tennessee again.
Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.